Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why 99% of SMMAs in 2022 moving into 2023 completely fail. So guys, this video is absolutely not clickbait. 99% of agencies or people that start a social media marketing agency in 2023 are massively going to fail. They're not going to make any money. If they do make some money, it's going to be £1,000 or £2,000 for a few months, and then they give up. And in this video, I'm going to try and highlight a few things that I'm seeing in the space that are causing people to constantly lose clients, give up on their agency, and just make no money and essentially just fall flat on their ass and fail. So the first one is people are using old strategies to try and find clients, and they're really not educating themselves on how to communicate with business owners. It's all well and good if you've got the best Facebook ad strategy in the entire world. That's perfect. That's great. But if you can't communicate with business owners in the correct way, you're never going to be able to sign clients. And even if you do luckily sign a client, if you still don't have the correct communication skills, then you're not going to keep them long term because you're not going to be able to build that strong relationship with the business owner. So what thousands and thousands of people are doing every single day is starting a social media marketing agency, blasting loads of emails to all of these business owners through automation softwares, copy and pasting messages to as many business owners as they physically can, and getting nowhere, and then saying SMMA is a scam or it doesn't work. But that's because you're not putting the time and effort in. You want that quick buck. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why people fail in social media marketing, is because not down to your fault, it's down to people on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram making it seem like it's a get rich quick scheme and you get rich overnight through pushing a lever there and money comes out there. And that's not what it is. Yes, social media marketing agency is one of the best ways to make money online. By far, it's the best online side hustle, online business by a long shot. But what it isn't is starting an agency today, blasting some horrible template you've got off a course that someone's way overcharged you for, sending 500 emails in a blast email and expecting loads of people to just hand over their cash. That's not what it is. And I think it's that unreal expectation that causes so many people to fail because they're just not patient enough. So in my opinion, that's 100% one of the biggest reasons why people are failing in SMMA, is because they're using old strategies to get clients. I always say in a lot of my videos that outreach works on a cycle. Certain outreach methods that were popular 3 or 4 years ago and now just don't work. For example, emails. 3 or 4 years ago, you used to be able to email businesses all the time and it'd be a super productive way to not only book meetings but sign clients. But now moving into 2023, that outreach method's kind of gone to the bottom of the pile. So you need to be efficient with cold calling. You need to be hot on LinkedIn. You need to be hot on the different channels and the new best ways to sign clients and the new scripts and the new ways you need to communicate with clients in order to find success. So when you're buying a super out of date course, or you're watching a YouTube video from 2-3 years ago from someone that used to run an agency who probably doesn't now, or at least a successful one in 2023, you're using the wrong strategies. Not only that, but even when it comes to getting a client and getting a client results, you're watching Facebook ad tutorials and Google ad tutorials of videos that were made 2 years ago. The space has massively changed. So you've got to be using the most up-to-date strategies across your whole business in order to find success, which is why it's so important that you stay up to date with what's working now and you're listening to people that actually are running a successful agency now rather than 2 years ago and they're not running an agency anymore. It just doesn't make any sense because times have changed. Number 2, which is one of the biggest reasons why people fail, is that when they're setting up their agency, their first thoughts are, right, what media buyer can I get on board? What salesperson can I get on board? You're trying to build a team around a hollow agency. Like there's no brand there. There's no identity. There's no culture. There's nothing substantial about you starting an agency and outsourcing all of the work and you just wanting to sit back and do nothing. There's no difference there than the 20,000 other people that are doing so. You need to have that identity, and you as the business owner needs to understand the industry that you're in. For example, a lot of people say, Harry, where do I find a media buyer? I've got a meeting tomorrow. And I say, well, do you understand the service you're selling? And they say, no. And my immediate response is, well, how can you expect to sell a service to a business owner, charge £1,000 to £3,000 a month in a retainer, when you don't even understand the service you're selling? As soon as they give you the money, you're just going to give it to him over there and sit back and be like, it's not my issue. That's not the correct way to build a business. It really isn't. And that's one of the biggest reasons why people fail, is because they're not willing to learn the skill that they're selling. You want to take a business to multiple six figures a year, multiple six figures a month for a lot of agencies, without even understanding how Facebook ads work while getting on sales calls. So when a business owner on a sales call says, Harry, I've run a few Facebook ads, my lookalike audiences aren't working, what would you do to fix that? You're like, oh shit, you actually know more about Facebook ads than I do. Why would the business owner hand over money when they know more than you? It just doesn't make any sense. You need to be super educated in your industry, which is why I massively recommend you running the services for your first few clients until you get that stream of income coming through, and then you can get a team around you to help you scale. Not doing it from the get-go. For me, it doesn't make any sense. There'll be people on this video that comment, right, Harry, you're wrong. I built my agency to multiple six figures. That's great. But for a lot of people, that's not going to be possible, which is why so many people fail. If people put the time in at the start to learn Facebook ads, learn Google ads, learn how to create sales funnels, learn all of their skills that they're then going to hire, they'd be in such a better place, because their sales presentations will go better, because you'd be fluent in the marketing language. And yes, there is language that you need to use around the space. Even on sales calls, you need to be saying certain things that educate them on the service they're missing out on. And unless you know the service to a T, you're not going to be able to do that. And finally, one of the biggest reasons why SMMAs fail is that people just don't know how to sign clients. Funnily enough, you can't take your SMMA anywhere and make any money unless you know how to actually sign high ticket clients. Yeah, it's all well and good signing a client for £100 a month, but how many of those do you need to sign to get to 10K a month? Because that's a goal for a lot of people. You need to have the strategies, you need to have the blueprint that puts you in the best position possible to be able to sign those clients that pay you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month for your services. So you need to have the skill sets on how to sell your products and services, a good meeting strategy, a good how to close, how to handle objections, sales skills, how to deal with objections when you can't get clients' results, how to find business owners, more importantly, like where do you find these business owners? How do you build a list of active business owners, the actual business owners' phone numbers rather than employee phone numbers? How do you find the business owner and the decision makers' numbers that then allows you to get on a call with them and close them in a presentation? These sales skills and these prospecting skills and these business skills in general, how to network, they're skills that you can learn really easily. You can learn all of that in a day or two from someone that knows what they're doing. But people that aren't willing to invest time and money into learning those skills, you're really going to struggle, because when you finally get on a sales call, one, it might not be with a business owner that can afford you. It might not even be with a decision maker if you don't know how to get the decision maker's attention. Say you even do, what most beginners do is take them through the complete wrong strategy on their presentation. They'll go into a presentation and be like, right, I'm a social media marketer. This is my price. Here's some other people I've worked with. When do you want to get going? And that's the complete wrong way to do it. If you've watched any of our previous videos, it's so important to educate that business owner on the services that you're selling. Literally teach them Facebook ads. Literally teach them your whole strategy. You need to tell them, literally give away your whole marketing strategy. They're not going to be able to implement it. That's the approach you need to take, and that's the reason why most beginners fail at SMMA, is because they don't have these key strategies in place. They don't follow a blueprint that actually works in 2023. They may have a blueprint that worked 4 years ago, but it doesn't anymore. It's investing that time the same way you didn't invest time into learning Facebook and Instagram ads, Google ads, how to create a sales funnel in order to get clients. You're not investing the time into actually how to sell the services and learn those sales skills, because most beginners kind of see SMMA as that get rich quick scheme, but it's really not. So guys, I'm going to end it here with my final conclusion and really my best piece of advice if you're a beginner and you're struggling with SMMA, and really how to go about things in the correct way so that you don't fail, because I don't want this video to be a super negative video. So firstly, make sure that you've got the skill set that you're selling. please, please, please make sure you learn Facebook ads, learn Google ads, learn sales funnel creation, learn email marketing, learn how it works, so that when you get on a sales call, when you get on a sales presentation, when you meet a business owner in the street that asks you about what business you have, you can sell them on your services a hell of a lot easier because you understand what you're doing. And that's so important. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing day to day. And the reason why so many people are failing is because they don't understand the service they're selling. So firstly, learn the service that you're selling. That is absolutely step one. Step two is learning the sales skills in terms of how to get that kind of knowledge in front of business owners that can afford your services. Learn how to find business owners. Learn how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to find business owners in your industry. Learn even how to use Google for free to find business owners' names and phone numbers. Learn how to close clients in presentations. Learn what to put in a presentation to educate these business owners in the correct way. Learn how to handle objections. Write down your objections of your price is too much, or I don't want to be in a contract. Learn how to handle these sales objections so you get put into a better position of how to operate a social media marketing agency. So really, the main reason why people fail, if I can conclude it in one sentence, is people aren't putting the time in to educate them on how to run a business in this industry effectively. People kind of want to start a social media marketing agency and within the first week be earning £10,000 a month, when that's not how it's going to work. That, yeah, you can do that if you have the existing sales knowledge and the service delivery knowledge. That's very easy. Not very easy. It's very doable, at least to get your first few clients in that first week. We've got an Academy member that signed a client on his day 2 of outreach, but that's not including the 3 weeks prior that it took him to go through the course and get all of that knowledge. So there is that initial learning stage if you don't have that existing knowledge that you will need to get before you do outreach, which is the biggest mistake people make. People dive straight in without having that existing knowledge bank of knowledge, that vault of knowledge that you need to carry your business through. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. Hopefully it wasn't too negative and it's put anyone off, because it is by far the best online side hustle, online business to make money in 2023. So it's just highlighting a few things of why most people fail, so that you don't fall into that same trap and you just invest the time and money into just learning your craft and learning how to sell your social media marketing services. Hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. If you've not watched our previous video, it was on what social media marketing actually is. It was a very beginner video, kind of highlighting what social media marketing agencies do, what it entails, what your day-to-day looks like, how many ads you need to be doing a day. Give it a watch, drop a subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.